So who wants to see a $1,000 mistake? So if you look right there, you can see I have damaged my carbon wheels. So these are the Roval Terra C. They're kind of the bottom rung on the gravel carbon wheels. Unfortunately, on a ride the other day, I was going down just right and I hit it and I chipped. This is mainly cosmetic, the outer layer, not a big deal, but the main issue is it's actually chipped the bead wall off, so the part that will hold your tire in place. And the problem with that is if I were to crash or hit a rock or anything just right, it could be a catastrophic failure. So if you look, this is the ride I was on, and as I was going down, it was pretty steep. I had all my weight on my front handlebars, and I go to roll this bigger rock, and right as I roll it, it just puts all my pressure right on that kind of left outer side piece of the wheel, and it just chips off that piece of the carbon. And unfortunately, that was it. So one thing mechanics will do to really test it is actually look at the resonance of the wheel. So what you want is on these carbon wheels, you want it to be the same throughout the wheel, more or less. So if you listen really carefully, you can hear when I hit this spot where the damage is versus the rest. So you can see it just doesn't ring in that spot quite right. In working with a specialized mechanic, he definitely recommended that I shouldn't be riding this wheel, mainly because it's a front wheel and it's right on the bead. So if I were to hit a rock, if it were to blow out on me, like it would be catastrophic. On my mountain bike, I probably would have ridden it till the wheel blew up and just been fine with it. But unfortunately, because I do so much higher speeds on my gravel bike, if the front end were to go out on me, if it were to blow out, the sidewall of the tire or the wheel structurally go out or something like the spokes go out, whatever it may be, that would be really bad at high speeds on a gravel bike. Whereas on a mountain bike, we're not going as fast, so I'd probably get away with it. But Roval wheels have great warranties. On my mountain bike, I had a hub issue. They replaced it, no questions asked. Unfortunately, on my gravel bike, as I am not the original owner, the rep at Specialized was like, good luck, you're basically gonna have to buy a new one. They unfortunately don't sell singles like this. They don't sell front wheel singles very easily. You have to order the set. So they will sell you a hoop. The hoop is like $650, but you have to get it rebuilt and you have to get it done just right and et cetera, et cetera. So the best option for me was to actually buy the set of wheels just so I have a fresh warranty on them. That unfortunately means that I also have a brand new rear Roval Terra C wheel for sale. So if you need a wheel, I've got one now. Comes with a warranty. But yeah, it's one of those things on owning carbon wheels. It's just one of those things. Unfortunately, they are lighter, they are faster, they're stiffer, they're much better to ride, but they are a high-end piece of equipment, and if you do damage to them, it can be catastrophic, even if it's very minimal. If this was an aluminum wheel and I had done this, it would have just dented, and I could have got a hammer and pounded that back into place, made it nice and smooth, hoped it sealed again. Very easy fix, but because this is a carbon wheel, you don't really have that option. I'm still exploring the idea of getting carbon repaired on this. A lot of people said they wouldn't try it just because it's right on the sidewall and it's hard to get it to go just right. But I am gonna explore doing that. If you've had success in the past repairing carbon wheels and ridden them for 1,000 miles afterwards, please let me know. I'd be curious to hear what other people have run into. But for me personally, I just didn't feel safe on it. I didn't want the front end to blow out on me, so I ended up getting a new pair. That's what's on the bike now, but yeah, that is what you call a $1,000 mistake.